Hello, physical family. How are you guys doing today? It's Kwame again. I hope you guys haven't gotten tired of me in these videos. Um, I'm surely having fun. I hope you guys are having fun as well. So today, what we're going to do is go over balance. Um, I think that's something that everybody kind of has to, realize that's something they have to work on in terms of exercise. Even me myself, you guys may say, "Oh, you're so young," but balance is something that, like I said, in a snap of an eye can change fairly quickly. So I think it's very, very important to go over that. Not even gonna lie to you, I don't know all the statistics for it, but it seems like falls are something that you know that happen all the time, and especially in a time like this where we're not as active or we're not moving as much. I think the more we do to strengthen our balance, the better off we'll be. Essentially, I tell my players this: if you don't use it, you lose it, and I'm gonna tell you guys the same thing. If you don't use it, you lose it. So let's, like I said, I came up with this idea to do balance as a class, and some of you guys have been with me through Balance University. Um, so I said I felt like it was very, very important to let you guys know that we're gonna do a balance class today. For those who are out there, say hello. Like I said, it's I feel like I'm in solitary confinement sometimes when I don't see anybody. So definitely swing a hello whenever you guys join in. Um, uh, I hope everybody's doing well. It's kind of gloomy outside, but again, I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's staying safe, staying healthy. As you see, I have my mask on. I'm gonna have my mask off, just so you guys can hear me. I don't want to sound too muffled. But actually, hold on, let's try something. Okay. Can you guys still hear me with the mask on? For those of you guys who are just joining, I just kind of want to get a feel if you guys can hear me with this mask on. If you can, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, yes. If not, then I'll periodically just take it off. They said yes. They gave me. Okay. Okay, cool. Um, all right. Yeah, well, I'll give you one more minute and then we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, for those of you who don't know, like I said, this is a side disclaimer. Um, some people have been asking about it. Like when, shooting emails, I've got some congratulations already. So I do have my master's. Thank you guys to everyone who said congratulations. I was supposed to graduate. Well, my graduation was supposed to be on Saturday, but it kind of got canceled due to COVID. But again, thank you to everybody who congratulated me, who wants to congratulate me. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's definitely for you guys. If I wouldn't be the man I am today with a lot of the interactions that I've had with you guys, so I thank you for that. So I appreciate that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started in about 10 seconds or so. So let's everybody stand up, find a spot in your living room, basement, wherever it may be where you're working out, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right. All right. All right. So what we're gonna do is pretty much the same warm up that we've done in the past. So we're gonna do we're gonna do marches for about a minute, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch to reverse shoulder swings, and then we'll do side to side for a minute, just to get the body warm. Like I said, balance has a lot to do with how loose your body is. Like I said, muscle tightness does play a huge part in that. So again, we're gonna try to loosen the body up. So all right, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and march. All right. So again, picking up your feet, swinging the arms, just trying to get the blood flowing everywhere. Make sure that we're tightening up the core, tighten up the stomach. All right. Whew. See, I already feel it now. In no way, shape, or form am I saying do this with the mask on. Like I said, you're in the comforts of your own home. So if you feel like the mask is troubling your breathing, definitely go ahead and take it off. All right. I'm just in the clinic, so I'm going to leave mine on. All right. All right, we got 20 seconds. All right. All right. We're getting warm. We're getting warm. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. All right. We got the blood going. All right. So we're going to do reverse shoulder swings. All right. Get our back muscles going, because a lot of people don't realize this, but posture is just a huge pivotal component to our balance. So we're going to do that for about a minute. If your shoulders hurt, you do not have to stay up here. You can do reverse shoulder swings down here. You'll see me fluctuate in between both. All right, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, tighten up the stomach. Make sure that you're not bending back. All right, so you see my back straight, and I'm not bending back here. I'm not arching to do it. All right, make sure you're tightening up the stomach. All right, so I'm doing them low. All right, I do have a torn labrum in my left shoulder, so this feels a lot better. All right, we got 20 seconds. All right, now we're going back. All right, like I said, do whatever you feel best is for you, or you can do one arm at a time and alternate it. You don't have to do both arms at the same time. All right, and stop. All right, let's go ahead and shake the arms out, loosen them up. So now we're going to do side-to-side stepping. I'm going to take a step back so you guys can see me. And like I said, we're just working on our lateral movement. All right, and we will start in 3, 2, 1. All right, it's kind of like the, if we're in what's that? The conga line. That's what it is, the conga line. I haven't done that since like elementary school. So one of these days we're gonna have a physical conga line. All right. All right. If you want, you can get the arms involved too. Start pumping the arms. All right. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. That definitely got the blood going. All right. So, how's everyone feeling? I hope everyone's feeling all right. All right. Like I said, this is a perfect time to, get some water. Your blood's going. But the thing is, you don't want to take too long to get into the next set of exercises. All right. So, what we're gonna do, what we're actually gonna do next is, I'm gonna have you do an exercise laying down. I can show you a seated version of it. Ideally, it's better if it's laying down though. So try to get near a couch, a bed, something of that nature. Like I said, I'm about to give you guys a couple minutes or a couple seconds to find something like that. All right. Trying to adjust my watch. All right, and let's head over to the table. All right. Um, and one thing I do truly want to emphasize is the one thing about balance is you want to use all components of your lower body. Not even your lower body, your whole body. Your whole body plays a huge part in your balance. But me personally, I feel like our core is just the biggest component of our body, and just making sure that we're stable, we're standing up straight. Um, our stomach, our 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 hips, our glutes. Those are the three, like some of the biggest components of balance that are very, very important. So I'm going to show you a couple exercises um, of how to strengthen all of those different components, as well as different exercises you can use to kind of test how your balance improves. All right. So first off, we're going to start with glute bridges. And like I said, I think a lot of us don't use our glutes enough. So again, we're going to start off with glute bridges. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down. All right. So what's going to happen is I'm going to lay on the table, knees bent, feet flat. What's going to happen is I'm going to tighten up my stomach. All right. You want to tighten up your core. And what's going to happen is you're going to squeeze your bottom up to lift your hips up. All right. In no way, shape, or form am I using my back. Everything I'm doing is through my glutes. All right. So I'm squeezing my bottom and I'm coming back down. All right. So I'm lifting up and coming back down. I'm lifting up and coming back down. All right. That's through. This is 4. We'll do 6 more. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And 10. All right. So with that, the biggest thing is just making sure that we're squeezing our bottom together to help lift us up. And what you're going to realize is you're activating your glutes to kind of help lift your hips up. All right. The big thing about that is making sure you're not using your back. Of course, you're going to feel your back because you're squeezing your glutes and everything is tightening up, but you're not lifting with your back. All right. You're not putting all that pressure on your low back. Another thing you can do if you're not near like a bed or a couch or anything like that, I did say I'll give you guys a modification for that. So what you can do is sit down. So I'm sitting up, shoulders back and down. I'm squeezing my bottom. Notice I lifted myself up by squeezing my bottom. Now I'm relaxed. All right. So again, for the glute bridge, I think the best time to probably do that is right when you wake up or right before you go into bed. Because like I said, you're already in that laying down motion, so it's a lot easier to kind of just get into it. But if you have like a certain time during the day where you're exercising, by all means do it then. Even now. So again, if you don't have that time or you kind of forget while you're eating food, while you're watching TV or you're on the computer, you can start activating your glutes. So make sure you're tightening up the stomach, shoulders back and down, and you're squeezing the glutes to lift yourself up and relax. Squeeze and then relax. Squeeze and then relax. Squeeze and then relax. Squeeze and then relax. All right. And then I got a couple more, so we'll do about 4 more. 4. That's 4. 3, 2. Last one. And 1. All right. And with glutes, there's multiple ways to kind of activate them and really test your strength. So you can either test your strength by doing lots of repetitions, or you can test your endurance by doing lower amount of reps, but you're holding for longer. So the thing is when, for example, if I'm laying down or sitting up, I'm squeezing my glutes and I'm holding. So now I'm testing the endurance of my glutes of how long they can stay activated. All right. So then, like I said, those are multiple ways that you can kind of figure that out to see where your strength is, where your endurance is with your glutes. But like I said, those are huge. That's a huge component of your balance. And even for lower back pain as well. If you have lower back pain, make sure that you're strengthening your glutes. All right. So let's go over here. We're going to go back to this spot over here. All right. So what we're going to do is something called a mini pop squat. All right. So the mini pop squat, its purpose is to, again, also engage the glutes, but also make sure you're engaging the hamstrings, the quads. All right. So let me come closer to the camera and throw out the disclaimer. I do want everyone to do this near a tabletop, kitchen counter, sink, chair, table, something that you can hold on to. Like I said, with balance, it gets very, very tricky. No way, shape, or form am I telling you to do this with anything, without anything in front of you. Make sure you have some type of aid near you. Like I said, I have the chair with me, so if I do lose my balance, I can grab onto the chair. I'm saying the same thing for you guys. Unless you have someone there that can help you, make sure that you have some type of aid or something that you can hold on to. All right. All right. So now what we're going to do is call something called a mini pop squat. In a mini pop squat, again, like I said, targets the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads. All right. So what's going to happen is I have my hands on the chair. So I'm going to sit back as I would into a chair and come right back up. All right. So what's going to happen is I'm sitting into my hips. All right. I'm putting all the weight into my glutes and my hamstrings. All right. And into my heels. In no way am I putting everything into my knees. All right. That's when things get, painful. Like I said, I don't have the best knees. So again, I'm putting everything into sitting into my hips and sitting into my hamstrings and my heels. All right. So notice I'm not going all the way down here. That's a full squat. All right. It's just a mini pop squat. So, all right. Standing tall. I'm sitting back, coming right back up, squeezing the glutes. All right. Sitting back, right back up. All right. So we're going to do 7 more of these. All right. All right. And make sure that your back is straight. I'm not bending over. You see here, I'm just bending over. All right. With the squat, notice my back is straight. I'm still vertical. All right. All right. Last one. All right. And again, as you continue to do those, you feel that in your heel, like you put the weight through your heels. You feel that in the hamstrings, the glutes, and the hamstrings also start working, and you get a little winded like I am right now. Whew. All right. So, so the next exercise is, again, we did reverse shoulder swings as the part of the warm up. So we're also going to do that as part of the exercise because, like I said, for those who have a resistance band, definitely get those out now. But if you don't, you can just do the reverse shoulder swings again with no weight, and you can just do it with your arms. Posture is a huge part of balance as well, because if you're standing up straight, you have more of you have a better sense of where you are, as opposed to when you're leaned forward and you're bent over, you're shifting all of your weight front-wise, all right, which then can, tilt your balance unevenly, all right? So what we're trying to do is with this, we're going to do pull-aparts with TheraBands, all right? So what's going to happen is you're going to put your arms in front of you, and then you're going to pull apart right here, all right? So notice, you guys can't tell, but I'm tightening my core. I'm squeezing the glutes forward, all right? I'm keeping everything in line, all right? So notice another thing. The closer your hands are together, the more difficult. The wider they are, the easier, all right? So I'm going to put it in between, and then, all right? Right there, you should feel your 2 shoulder blades squeezing with each other, all right? So think of it this way. You have like a peanut in between your shoulder blades, and you're trying to pinch it together and squeeze and hold it there, all right? And come back, all right? So you're just making sure that you're activating your back and the shoulder blades. All right, we'll do 2 more. Last one. All right. Whew. And then again, if you did not have a TheraBand, you could have just done the reverse shoulder swings. So yeah, the big thing is just making sure that with the reverse shoulder swings, you're trying to eliminate the idea of rounding the shoulders forward. you're trying to teach the shoulders back and down. All right. So for example, if I'm rolling my shoulders over and I'm doing this, notice, like I can't even bend forward and or around my forward and keep my shoulders back squeezing. All right. So the big thing is reverse shoulder swings or pull aparts. It doesn't matter how you want to do it. It's emphasizing teaching the muscle memory of keeping the shoulders back and down. All right. So what we're going to do is a literal lateral hip abduction. All right. So let's see. Let's just stand like this. All right. So notice I have my left leg. This is my left leg. Whichever leg you have, doesn't really matter which side you start from. I'm just starting with balancing on my left. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have my fingertips on the chair, or you can grab it with your hand, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. I am squeezing my left glute that's next to the chair. Whichever leg you're standing on and are doing exercises on for the next couple exercises I'm about to show, I always want that next to the chair, and I'm going to bring my right leg out. All right. So what's happening is I'm squeezing my left glute to help stabilize myself. I'm tightening my core to stabilize myself, but I'm bringing out my right leg and working on that glute. All right. And another thing as well that I failed to mention, and my apologies. Here's the thing. So I just did about 5 or 6, and what I just did them with no problem. But the thing about it is, that's because I work on my balance. When I work out, I actually work on my balance. I take pride in that. Here's the thing. So when you kick your leg out, make sure you're bringing your leg all the way back down, all right, and resetting and then coming back up. You don't need to be like me who can stand in balance and just kick out and not have his leg touch the ground, all right? What I want you guys to do is to get comfortable to build up to that point. So make sure that you're bringing your leg all the way back down, resetting, and then going again. All right, so do 10 on that leg, and then I'm going to bring the chair to the other side, and we're going to do 10. Oh, I'll grab that later. On the other side, all right? So now I'm balancing on my right leg, tightening the core, tightening my right glute. And the big thing is, notice, as I'm trying to kick out my leg, notice I'm not bending over. I'm tightening my core, and I'm standing straight and bringing my leg to the side. We'll do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Yeah, we've done a lot of glute stuff today. My glutes are on fire. I don't know about you guys, but they're on fire. All right. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's all right. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time. Go get a cup of water, whatever it may be, if you guys need it. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to give you guys about, let's go 20 seconds. 20 seconds to go get a cup of water. And then we'll keep going from there. All right. In the meantime, I hope everybody is well and staying safe. All right. So I hope everybody's back by now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a leg extension. All right, we're going to do a seated leg extension. So what I want you guys to do is sit up tall, tighten up the stomach, and you're going to extend your leg out. All right. So what we're trying to do is strengthen our quad muscles. All right. Which, like I said, strengthening all muscles is very, very important to improving your balance. Like I said, if you have ankle weights or anything of that nature that you can put on your legs to kind of add resistance, go ahead and do that. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and start again. All right, on the other side. So whatever side you started with, hopefully you've done 10. Okay. All right, we'll do 3 more. 3, 2. Sorry guys, I lost my core there. 1. All right. So the big thing is just making sure you're tightening up the stomach. All right. I can't stress enough how pivotal that is for balance. Um, just making sure that you're tightening up the stomach and you're tightening up the glutes when you can. Those are 2 huge pivotal pieces of balance, and just making sure that you're keeping your balance and you're not falling over. All right. So I gave you guys a break by sitting down, but now we're gonna go ahead and stand back up. All right. So what we're gonna do is calf raises. All right. So I'm gonna put both my hands on the chair. As you can see my feet, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the balls, like my weight through the balls of my feet. All right. So what's gonna happen? I'm just gonna lift up, and notice my heels are no longer on the floor, and all my weight is into the balls of my feet or my front foot. All right, and coming back down. All right. 3. All right. So make sure that we're distributing our weight evenly. All right. It's 5. So you're just lifting up and coming back down. And like I said, you should feel your calves working. All right. Make sure that you're squeezing your glutes forward as well. All right. And you're tightening up the stomach. All right. So we'll do 3 more. All right. 3, 2, last one, and 1. Whew, my calves are on fire. I feel that one. All right. So again, like I said, make sure that you have your arms on the chair, you're holding on to something, and you're lifting up through the balls of your feet. All right. Just working on your calf muscles. All right. So I hope everyone's doing all right. So like I said, those are some of the exercises. There's a lot more you can do, but like I said, then just for time wise, those are some things that you can do, to kind of strengthen all the muscles around that can help with your balance. Like I said, there's a lot more you can do, but here are some of the balance exercises where you can kind of test yourself. Like I said, there's about 4 or 5 of them, and then we'll go ahead and start. All right. So the first one we're going to start with is a leg curl. All right. So it's kind of the same concept of the hip abduction. Whatever leg you're balancing on, you want next to the chair, and your hand on that chair as well. All right. If you want, you can put your whole hand, your fingertips, or you can just do no hands. For sakes, just to show you guys. Wow, I can't speak today. Sorry. I'm gonna put my hands on the chair. So I am squeezing my left glute. I am tightening my core, shoulders back and down, and I'm bending my right leg. All right. And what you'll realize is just stabilizing on one leg, it's not as easy as it seems. All right. So like I said, if you find that standing on one leg, holding onto the chair is easy, you can do the fingertips. So I went from holding onto the chair to the fingertips. And if that's easy, go ahead and try with no hands. And then again, you can definitely put your foot down and reset. I recommend it. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and switch sides. So we'll do the same thing. I'm stabilizing I'm using my right glute as a stabilizer. I'm tightening up my core. All right. So I'm standing straight. And then again, you can hold on to the chair, use your fingertips or nothing at all. And you're bending your left knee back or your right knee back, depending on what side you started with. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I almost lost my balance. I had to get it back. Ooh, almost lost it. All right, but I got it back. But like I said, the way you get it back, make sure that you're tightening up the core. Do not lose your balance, please. I'll feel bad. All right, 10. Oh, man. Whew. All right, so that's one of the exercises that you can do in terms of figuring out where your balance is. Another one is a staggered stance, all right? So what's gonna happen is so if the chair is on my right side, I'm gonna have my right leg back. I'm gonna have my left foot in front. And what you're gonna do is put one foot in front of the other. All right. What you'll soon realize is it's a little bit more difficult to stand like this, having one foot in front of the other. The narrower your feet are and the closer they are, the more difficult. But the more of a base you give yourself, the easier. So I have one foot in front of the other, but I have a wide base. So now it's fairly easy to stand. All right. But if I narrow that base, all right, it gets a little bit more difficult. Notice I had to touch the chair a couple of times to find my balance. So what I'm doing is making sure I'm squeezing my glutes. I'm tightening up my core. And what you want to do is just, you're not doing reps, but you're just seeing how long you can hold it for. All right. So you can, if you have like a stopwatch or a clock or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my watch. All right. And we'll go ahead and start now. And we'll try to do this for about, let's say for about 20 seconds or so. All right. And like I said, if you need to touch the chair, by all means. So right now we've done 10 seconds. All right. Whew, I had to touch once. 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right. Like I said, I think there's no shaming having to touch the chair just to regain your balance. All right. Like I said, it's something that doesn't happen overnight. It's something that you have to practice. And the more you practice, and the more you'll get out of it. All right. So like I said, the first one was the leg curl, where we're standing, bending the leg back. The second one is a staggered stance, one foot in front of the other. Remember, the narrower and the closer they are, the more difficult. But the farther and the wider they are, the easier, because you have a greater range of support, or a greater base of support. Sorry. All right. So this is a new one. So what's going to happen is, again, make sure that you definitely have your hands on the chair, or you have somebody nearby. So we're going to try eyes closed, but feet apart behind the chair. All right. And like I said, you can keep your hands on the chair, or you can keep your fingertips on the chair. What you're trying to measure is how much your body wobbles, because the big thing about balance is we use our visual sense to, kind of test our balance. So when we take that away, the body then tries to scramble to figure out how our balance is going to, use another sense. All right, so let's do this. So we're going to go close our eyes, and, well, let me just set a timer. Huh? Yeah. All right. Do you want to? All right. So when it hits 30, just count off about 15 seconds. All right. So we're gonna close our eyes in 3, 2, 1. All right. Remember, you're just doing it for 15 seconds, so you can count 15 seconds in your head. All right. So again, yeah, how is that for everybody? Like I said, taking away that visual sense can make it very, very difficult. All right. But now we're gonna try something. We're gonna try feet together, eyes closed. All right. But this time, let's do this. Let's try to take our hands away. All right. So I want you to stand there still, and let's see how many times you have to hold on to the chair. All right. So next time you guys practice this, feet together, feet apart, just put your arms by your side and just see how many times you have to grab the chair to regain your balance. All right. So we're gonna try that. So we're gonna try feet together, eyes closed, and we're gonna stand straight. All right. So my handy dandy partner Amanda, when it hits 50, let me know when to start. All right. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and close your eyes. All right. Make sure that you guys are squeezing your glutes, tightening up your core, and let's just see how many times you have to grab onto the chair. Okay. All right. Obviously, I couldn't see the monitor because I didn't know how I was doing, but I felt like I was wobbling just a little bit. Like I said, when you narrow that base of support, it kind of gets a little bit more difficult with your balance. But like I said, I hope everybody was doing great with that. So the last one I'm going to show you is a single leg balance. That's probably going to be one of the harder ones to do. So what you'll see is, all right, it's the same concept as the other two exercises before with the leg curl and the staggered stance. I want the leg you're stabilizing yourself with next to the chair as well as your hands. So what's going to happen is you're going to basically lift your leg up off the ground or bend your leg back, and you're going to balance. You're going to see how many times you can balance without touching the chair. Or having to grab onto something, all right? So what we're going to do is, again, I'm going to see how long I can do it. Try to go for about between 5 to 10 seconds, all right? And make sure that we're tightening up the glutes. Make sure that if you're starting with balancing on your right side, that you're squeezing that right glute to help stabilize yourself. Shoulders are backing down, all right? So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, all right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. I hope you guys are not calling me a show off. I've worked hard for my balance. All right. It took me a long time to get here. A lot of balance university classes, I'll tell you that. And a lot of watching Melissa from afar teaching, balance and stuff like that. So we're going to do the other side again. So we're tightening up the core, shoulders back and down. We're squeezing that left glute, and we're going to bend the right leg back and see how long we can balance for, right? So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize that or not, but what started to happen was my left side is not as strong as my right. So what you'll see, there's a differentiation between sides and balance. Sometimes your more dominant side is the side that you're better on balancing on. Sometimes the non-dominant side is the side you're more better on. It kind of depends on what you've done in your life. For example, I'm right-footed. I've played soccer my whole life. So like I said, my right side is very, very strong, and my left side is not as strong as my right. So like I said, if you guys were watching, you saw me shake a little bit in the beginning in that 10-second count. So yeah, it was a little bit difficult, but definitely it's been a blast. But you know what? Just because I like you guys, we're going to try one more exercise. I'm going to throw in a little extra one just for fun. All right. And here's the thing. If you kind of find that a lot of these exercises are fairly easy, what you guys can do is, if you have a balance pad at home, great. Definitely try to incorporate that in some of the exercises. But if you don't, you can use like an everyday pillow. All right. An everyday pillow will test your balance for sure, just simply because of the sole fact that it's not as hard, it's not sturdy. Like I said, you can kind of put your indentations into a pillow. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a balance pad on the floor, and we're going to try the same thing. A lot of these exercises that I showed you before, you can incorporate onto the balance pad. The staggered stance, the leg curl, the single leg balance, all of those things, the calf raises you can do on a balance pad. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try to balance on the balance pad one leg. All right. So as you can see, I'm already shaking. All right. So we're going to try to do this for a 10-second count. All right. So we're going to get started. Like I said, tighten up this core, shoulders back and down, squeeze the glutes, and we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. Oh, all right. I lost it once, and all right, like I said, there's no shame in losing it once. You just got to get it back. All right, and we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, so we're bringing the chair on the other side. And again, that was my left side, my non-dominant side that I was balancing on. So now what I'm going to do is, all right, so we're going to do the right side, same thing. So we're going to balance. Remember, shoulders back and down, tighten up the core, tighten the stomach up, and squeeze the right glute. And we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right. I went 15 just cause, but you guys don't have to do 15 seconds. But like I said, as you guys saw, I was shaking a little bit more with the balance pad because again, it's not as sturdy. Same thing with the pillow. If you stand on the pillow, it's not as sturdy. So it's gonna test you. All right. But again, I hope everybody's doing great out there. I hope no one's injuring yourself while doing some of these exercises. I hope you guys are all staying safe. If you guys do have any injuries that you want to discuss, we do have laser therapy here. Definitely reach out to me and talk to me about that. As I feel like that's huge. I've definitely done laser therapy for my knees and my shoulder as well for any pain that I have. That's very, very important. I think that's actually the next class. Well, not Facebook Live that I'm doing is actually like next week. Is for the laser. Like I said, we have a lot of stuff that's coming up. Definitely be on the lookout for the month of June. Like I said, in terms of just what wellness will provide for you guys. But if you have any questions, any concerns, definitely email me at Kwame KWAME .Dickson DICKSON at physical FYZICAL.com, or you can call the office 301-948-4395. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. I'm tired. I'm gonna go have lunch and go take a nap. But it was great seeing you guys. I hope everybody's doing all right. All right, bye.